God bless your parents. And I want to shout out just your parents, you know, because I know that you don't have your parents here in the physical with you anymore. And condolences on that. Now, your story is not an easy one. Yeah. You know, I've heard you talk about you have a Jamaican father. You said my Jamaican father, he was a player. You know what I'm saying? And you said you had an Irish mother with racist grandparents.
Racist.
Can you share the story of what happened after your mom passed away in a car accident when you were 9 and your grandparents came to the funeral home and fought in court?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the deal. Let me try to give you the cliff notes.
Okay.
My mother was, she'd be categorized as like the really cool white girl, you know, that hangs with people of color. You know, when we were growing up, when I was growing up early, we were always around people of color. We were always in the village. We were already around gay people. You know what I'm saying? Type girl she was. So, you know, hooked up with my dad. You know, Jamaican. You know, Dexter St. Jacques. You know what I'm saying? You know, great man.
Right.
But she figured it out real quick. You know, he a player. I got to bounce. But her parents was old school Irish. And they were like, you know, she bounced because she had to. You know, they was like, they wasn't having that. You can't be dating no black dudes, this, that, and the third. So it was basically me and her. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was like a weekend dad, this and that. But when my mother died suddenly when I was 9, it was in a car accident. It was me, mom's, and her girlfriend, and they both died, and I survived.
Yeah.
But beyond that, the parents that hadn't spoken to her in maybe like, I was about 9, 10 at that time, hadn't spoken to her at that time, went to court to get her pension. You know what I mean? Like, like who does that?
Yeah.
But that's cool. You know what I mean? And my father, who could have easily, shipped me off to any number of my Jamaican relatives. I had him in Jamaica, I had him in London, I had him in Toronto.
Every place Jamaicans be at.
Exactly, exactly, right? You know what I'm saying? Open your glove box. There's a Jamaican in there. Close it. Right. It cool, you know. So, but to his credit, he was like, "Yo, I got this kid."
Word.
But prior to that, he was just like a weekend dad.
Right.
You know, I kind of knew him.
Right.
But I got to know him real quick. And,
right.
You know, he took me in and went on. So, you know, I think early on, and, you know, my life wasn't white after that.
It got blacker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Because what I found was, and, you know, we're talking about the 70s, early 70s when I was coming up as a kid. Man, you just wanted to be wanted. And black folks was just like, come on, man.
I hear this from,
man, just, you know what I mean? If you knew a little bit black, we got you.
I hear this from biracial people often, that people are going to be prejudiced and people are going to be biased and lean into their stereotypes and their bias. But what I hear is that if you're a biracial person who's lived in both black communities and white communities, that the black communities are a lot more open and embracing.
It wasn't even close. It was like, if you any little part black, you good. Right.
And if you a cool ass white boy, you good.
And the other one, exactly.
Right.
And but the other side was, if you any part black, I'm talking about the 70s, we can't, you're not an equal.
Right.
And so I went where I was wanted, and it was, you know, it was great. Like I said, my father's side of the family is Jamaican. Man, I got so many aunts, uncles, and cousins and stuff like that. And then, you know, they just, you know what I mean? Yes, man, a little red boy. Come here, boy, a red boy.
Right.
Yellow man, #1. Original yellow man. I freckle them. But,
that's beautiful.
But it's love. It was always love.
What we done started. Look at what we done started. This the people party. When opportunity knocking, then young nigga move that door. Whoa, get your foot stuck in it, call me young, go get it. They can't fuck with it, might as well roll with it.